Powell is coming.
Yes, we gotta go. Pam Powell's coming.
Pam Powell's coming. Hold on.
Pam Powell's coming.
She's coming.
Pam Powell's coming.
Who's Pam Powell? I'm Pam Powell, the host of the new Pam Powell Show. Are you broke, busted, and disgusted? Have you robbed Peter to pay Paul and they both ran out of money? Have you been lied on, cheated on, hated on? Well, it's time to get it on.
And today on the Pam Powell Show.
And I know that there was a time in your life, now I don't know, I wasn't with you then, but I heard that, what they call it, you had probably 100 women at one time.
Stop right there.
Okay.
Today on the Pam Powell Show.
Welcome back to the Pam Powell Show. That's right, it's marriage on the rocks. What men want, what women want. But boy, do I have a special guest today. And not only that, it's my anniversary. And I'm so excited that I got the sweet in my tea, the cool in my Kool-Aid, and the pot liquor in my collard greens today, right here on the set with me. And that's none other than my love, my life, my inspiration, my motivation, my greatest blessing, none other than the Reverend Dr. Leroy Powell. Welcome to the Pam Powell Show. How you doing, honey?
I'm just fine.
Well, today we're talking about marriage, and you know, we're celebrating 31 years and so forth and so on, and so there are relationships all over the place. And as you realize, 50% of marriages now are ending in divorce, and there's a lot of reasons that that's happening today. And so for us to be able to get through 31, and I'm hoping it's going to be 100, we're going to talk about that today so that we can keep some home fires burning in households all over the nation today. So welcome, Dr. Powell, to the Pam Powell Show.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it. Now, how have you stayed with me for 31 years?
That's a good question. Well, when we got married, it said, till death do us part. And those vows were for real. And other than that, it's just been a wonderful experience. I love you, and we have a wonderful life together, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, you know, when I began to look at life and marriages and so forth, I find that there are a lot of reasons that couples are not staying together. One thing is that there are financial difficulties that go on in marriages. People are having trouble in their finances. There's infidelity issues that happen in marriages and so forth. There are problems with children. I mean, there are all kinds of things that are causing marriages to fail. What would you feel? I mean, we've had issues in our life. I mean, we've never been separated, and I hope there's never been any infidelity. But of course, we have stood together through all kinds of weather. What would you feel that is really necessary to keep couples together today?
Well, before I answer that question, I want to know what you mean by you hope.
Well,
there's
I
no
know I
infidelity.
haven't, honey.
I think you know.
I know. That's
I know,
right.
I know.
You've been very faithful, and I've been very faithful to you. But how do you do that? What makes that happen?
You just do it.
All right now.
Yeah, when you're in love with somebody, you don't have a desire to do, to be with anybody else or to do anything stupid. You know, the biggest mistake you can make is to screw up a good thing.
All right.
And I wouldn't want to do that at all. Yeah. So I love you, and I love being with you, and I'm gonna do everything I can to stay right here, darling.
All right, well, honey, I love that. I'm ready to take you home right now. But when I began to think about the factor, the thing that keeps our marriage together, what would you say that true thing really is?
Well, my motto is, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. So my first priority is to make sure that you're happy and that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do to make sure that everything is okay, everything is going great with the family on the home front, as well as, making sure that the finances are in order. and the romance and the finance. You know, they always say no romance without finance it doesn't work out. So we try to keep everything on an even keel, and I think that really has been the mainstay, is making sure that we keep the romance fresh, as well as keeping the finances in order.
I got you. So how is it though that you feel that so many other couples, with 50% of the marriages ending in divorce, or a lot of couples breaking up, what is it that you feel that is happening and causing them not to be able to hang in there like we have, even though we've had our own issues?
Well, the reasons are varied. There are a lot of different reasons. I think the main reason though is that people they don't stick to their commitments like it used to be. You know, your word is your bond, and there was a time when commitment meant something, but nowadays people change, you know, the blow of the wind. But I think the main thing is love. If you're really in love and you really respect and love the person that you're with, I mean, why would you leave, you know?
Right. And you know, we always talk about, even when we served in business together, we talked about the fact that two people in love, in business, in marriage, in ministry, or whatever, becomes an unstoppable force. But how does it become an unstoppable force?
Well, like I say, when you're committed and the two become one, it's hard to separate one, you know? And that's really the most important thing, is that we're both on the same page, and we have this, you know, I understand what you like, what your desires are, and what you like to do. You understand what I like to do. But again, you have to acquiesce. Like I say, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. So I try to make sure, my first priority is making sure that everything is to your liking. And you know, my fellas say, you know, well, you henpecked. I say, well, ain't nothing wrong with being henpecked. Don't you love the hen that's doing the pecking?
Oh my goodness, I love it, and I just want to thank you for just, you know, spending time with me today for our anniversary. You know, we just began to really have a great day. We're here at one of my favorite spots in all of Orlando, the Bohemian. It's such a beautiful place, and I'm sure a lot of people are surprised. Where's her purple? She got on red today. Well, it's all about love today.
That's right.
And we want to celebrate it today. But you know, there are a lot of things that men want, and there are a lot of things that women want in order to keep the relationships going. Now, one of the first things, I've been reading about it and doing a lot of research, they say the first thing a man wants is sexual fulfillment. That's what they say. Is that true or false?
Depends on the man. You know, it's a good thing, you know. I ain't gonna knock that at all. But really, I think the companionship and the relationship and just being, because, you know, we spend our whole lives together.
Right.
And I think just the companionship and the being together and like you say, complimenting each other, that's the most important thing.
Well, you know, they said that it's sexual fulfillment for the man. That's what he wants. Recreational, being able to do things with him that way. Talks about companionship. Those are the things. And he wants his wife to look good. He looks for an attractive spouse.
Oh, yeah.
And so forth. And then it goes on to say domestic support as well as admiration. We're supposed to admire you like a king. Do you agree with those basic fundamentals that men are really interested in women making sure that they provide to them?
Well, you just said the magic word, looking like by the king. See, Le Roy, the royal one, the king,
goodness.
that's me.
There we go on that
And
one.
that's why I
Okay.
treat you like a queen, because if I'm a king, I must have my queen.
Okay.
But you know what? Over the years, fellas have always asked me, says, why, every time I see you with your wife, why y'all be together all the time? You know, I says, well, let me ask you a question. Who would you rather be with all the time? Be with the fellas or somebody else? Well, I love being with my wife, you know what I'm saying? And the more time we can spend together, the better.
All right. Well, I love that. And you know, when I began to look at the women in America today, it talks about the top priorities for women are certainly different from men, but women love affection. So when you hold my hands and, you know, say, hey baby, how you doing? And I just love it that every day you leave or whatever to go off to the business world, you always say, baby, I love you. That makes me feel special. Not only that, women like to converse. They like to have a conversation, but men, they don't want to hear it. It's always like, okay, baby, I don't want to talk about that right now. Why are men like that?
Well, I don't know. I guess we just, some of the stuff that you like to talk about is just, it's just there. I mean, you know, it's nothing really, I don't know. If you want to talk, let's talk.
All right, so the key is communication.
What
I
mama
think-
wants, mama gets.
All right, and women like honesty.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, women love money.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when things aren't going right with the money, because it says that the woman really looks to the man to support that family, then it kind of causes issues there. How do you combat that issue? What do you do?
Well, again, romance without finance is a dead-end street, and you have to make sure, again, your priorities in order.
Right.
And finances is one of those priorities, right up there at the top.
Right.
So we just try to make sure we keep things, you know, like they ought to be.
And women are working now more.
Yeah,
I know we
yeah.
were in business together, and when you married me, I was already working and had a corporate position prior to going in business. So I think two people working together and supporting whatever the vision is. I mean, there might be different visions. Sometimes people have a business and one spouse stays home to help with that.
Yeah. I think that, again, that's one of the things that's some part of the glue that kept us stuck together so closely is a husband and wife in love and business together, priorities in order, God first, family second, and business third is an unstoppable force. And we've handled that pretty good.
Okay, before we take a break, Doc, I just got to break something up now. You know, they say that there's a higher degree of infidelity among men than women in marriages, okay? So you can look right at me here, okay? Because I know you said you've been faithful and I've been faithful, but we took those vows. But I'm curious about this. I know that prior to us being married, you know, were a well-renowned top football college player, been popular all your life, top of your class, went to Howard University, went to Florida A&M University, you know, Florida Memorial College, all those things. And I know that there was a time in your life, now I don't know, I wasn't with you then, but I heard that, what they call it, you had probably 100 women at one time.
Stop right there.
Okay, all right.
King Solomon was said to be the wisest man. And I think I'm quoting him when I say that the half has never been told.
Oh my
So
goodness.
let's just leave it like that, okay?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to find out because, you know, women want to have serious talks on this. So we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to get the real answer when we get back. Don't you touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Mom is the word.
Stony Brook Academy, we're not just a daycare. Our learning is above and beyond, a place where your child comes first. With more than 100 years professional experience for children, private school K through 6, special needs inclusion, therapists on duty, homeschooling, private school K through 6, transportation provided, and we accept 4C and McKay scholarship. Call us now at 407-347-8903. That's Stony Brook Academy. We await your arrival.
Stony Brook Academy is #1!
Hi, I'm the owner of the Sobic Subs. Phoenix Group helped me and my employee with insurance.
The Phoenix Group helped me save a lot of money with my health insurance.
The Phoenix Group helped us get insurance when we had one of life's biggest surprises.
The Phoenix Group helped me as independent driver qualify for the health insurance.
The U.S. Supreme Court just confirmed the Affordable Health Care Act, and the Phoenix Group is here to deliver!
Struggling to pay your child support? Are not receiving any? Need a modification? Has the Department of Revenue filed a case against you? Don't face this alone. If you are dealing with a child support problem, a knowledgeable family law attorney may be able to help you solve it. Let us help so you can focus on being the best parent you can be. Stress less, choose more.
Be motivated and inspired as Pam Powell illustrates the power of the P factors. Start a new and wonderful life with the help of this amazing book. Order your copy of Pam Powell's book, The P Factor, today at www.pampowell.org. Pam Powell is also available for speaking engagements. Visit her website at pampowell.org.
This book right here that I'm holding in my hand, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Any Obstacle, will change your life and allow you to experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat in any situation. You know, they tell us we're either going into a problem or coming out of one. Want to come out? Want to overcome obstacles? Want to win and experience the thrill of victory? Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get a copy of this book. The 7 Principles Overcoming Obstacles at www.pampowellempowers.com. Again, that's www.pampowellempowers.com, and it will change your life. Welcome back. Now, Dr. Powell, now you know they have a deal. They talk about men 100 deep, wide, you know, this and that. They called you wide out. Not sure what all of that meant. I was not with you at that time, but come on, give me some understanding or synopsis of your life back in the day and how you conform to just being a one woman's man.
Now, why you want to know all that?
I need to know. There are people out there that need to know. There are people in relationships right now that want to know. What is it that, you know, that you ended up making a change in that allowed you not to have to be in the world, but in a different scenario where you were able to be faithful to one another?
Well, if you remember, in the world, but not of the world, the God factor set in. Once I got to the point, you know, you grow up. And I got to the point where I was seeking God, seeking first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all else will be added. And once you get to that point, all that other stuff kind of falls by the wayside. Once I got to that point, I was looking, really not looking, I was really not. When I met you, it was God just put you there. And I wasn't looking to get hooked up or anything like that at that point. In fact, I was ready to get back to seminary. But the God factor I credit with my change, where I was not any longer doing the broad jump, as they say in track, but, and running women. You know, I didn't do track in college, just high school. But anyway, it was time. You know, grow up. You grow up. I grew up.
All right. Well, I think that's a pretty good answer. I'm so glad I found you. It's so interesting. My story, there was a very popular individual out of the Orlando, Florida area who was actually running for Florida House of Representatives. Yeah. In fact, I worked his campaign, and that's actually how I met you, talking about none other than Dr. Alzo Reddick, who was married to one of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Eloise Reddick. And I was there at this rally at his home, and all of a sudden you walked by. And I could tell that you were eyeing me a little bit, and I was eyeing you a little bit, and we just kind of couldn't take our eyes off each other, but you were with other pastors, so I knew you had to be real cool. But I looked at one of my girlfriends, and I said, well, would that single preacher be preaching on Sunday morning? Because like Donald Ross, I'm coming out. And I went out, and every time you preached, I said, amen. And then I said, amen again. And it wasn't long that it was, guess who's coming to dinner? And I thank you, baby, for 31 years of coming to dinner. What you got to say about that?
No, I thank you for 31 years of marital bliss. And with that, can I have a kiss?
Oh, God. You know, that is so awesome. And you know, a lot of people, though, when they see us, they go, why you all always dressed alike? And your husband, he'll have on the same color and all that. I say, well, hey, that's how I identify, that's my man. Now, what do you feel about that? I mean, people talk sometime and they'll go like, my goodness, she's always, kind of like a strong woman and all that stuff. And I don't know how he deals with that. How do you deal? Because they're all kind of different personalities. And I know I've been a strong woman all my life. I've been a leading woman. I think one of your friends told you, baby, told you, Pastor Leroy, don't marry that woman because that's a real strong leading woman. How do you combat those defenses that you...
Well, you know, that was just right down my alley, you know, because I'm a strong man.
Okay.
And a strong man needs a strong woman.
Ooh, I'm loving it, baby.
And it's been working out just fine.
And I think that two people in love is totally together, like Superman and Superwoman, can always become an unstoppable force. What I tell people, double your pleasure, double your fun. We like double McGum. Yeah. And we don't allow anyone to come in our relationship. I think that's very important as well, is that people need to stop allowing other people to interfere with their relationships and their marriage and communicate with one another. Because you know me, anytime something's going on and I don't like it, I'm bringing it up. That's right.
Yeah. Well, you know, our motto's always been together we stand, divided we fall, all for one and one for all. And it's just you and me, baby. You
all
and
right,
me.
I love it. I'm hoping that we hit 100 years. I just can't wait.
Yeah, I
All
guess we
right.
could hold hands in our wheelchairs together, huh?
Oh, don't put that out there. Now, you know,
100?
we're not speaking no wheelchair. I'm going to be walking around, running around at 100 years old, moving and moving. I rebuke that one.
Now that I do not doubt.
Okay. You know what, babe? I've been thinking about the fact it was so funny. You know, people ask, why you guys keep getting married over and over again? And you know, every 5 years we get married. But I remember you teasing me one day. You said, baby, I didn't say I do. I said hi who. I didn't say
I chew.
I chew. Okay.
I was sneezing.
Okay. And you also said you didn't say I will. You said high heels.
Yeah, I was looking at your shoes there. I said, oh, high heels.
So ever since that day, we made a commitment. I said, guess what? You're going to pay for that doll. Every 5 years, we're going to remarry. What does that do? What do you think it does? We celebrate the sanctity of marriage. And every 5 years, we really do have another wedding. So I want the audience and the viewers to know that it's not that we divorce and get back, but every 5 years, we actually have a new wedding. We go on a honeymoon, just like we did the first time. Why do you think that that's important in keeping the home fires burning?
You want the real deal, Holyfield?
Okay, come on, tell us.
We had such a wonderful time on our honeymoon that you just been wanting to honeymoon and honeymoon and honeymoon. So we had made a vow that every 5 years we'd get married again and have another honeymoon.
Amen. And it's just awesome to be able to do things together like today, hanging out at this beautiful Grand Bohemian Hotel downtown Orlando. This is my favorite place, born and raised right here. I know you were born and raised in Tallahassee, Florida, down there near the Capitol and all of that. But I'm just so thankful to have you as a husband today. I'm enjoying my time. I know the limo is on its way to pick us up from time to shine. But what would be your final words of wisdom that you would give to a couple, whether they're married, thinking about getting married, long-term relationship, that they need to keep those home fires burning?
Just do it, whatever it takes. I mean, you know, if you make that commitment, it is a commitment. It's nothing that you enter into frivolously. You want to make sure that you're that she's the right one or he's the right one. And how do you do that? By spending a little time together. And if it fits, you know, great. If it don't fit, don't force it. But my thing is be for real. And, you know, and keep those love fire. That's why we get married again every 5 years. You know, they talk about you get that 7-year itch.
Right.
Well, I figure as long as we don't hit 7 years, we're okay. So we start all over every 5 years, the wedding, the honeymoon, and make everything brand new. And I have a wonderful time each year, each time we have an anniversary, a 5-year anniversary. And I'm looking forward to the next one because I'm looking forward to the next honeymoon.
Well, honey, I just love you so much, and I just thank you. I wanted people to get to really know us and understand who we are. And you know, the P factor came about in our relationship after I went through and battled cancer. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank you to the world. Let the world know that you were my caregiver. God healed me. And with your coaching and keeping me together, because I almost gave up. And that's a whole nother show during the month of October. So that's why we want people to tune in. But I just want to say that you've been the greatest husband. You've been with me through thick and thin. I enjoy the things that you do for me. I enjoy sometimes when you serve me breakfast in bed. I enjoy sometimes when you'll massage my feet and my legs and, you know, even massage my head, because that makes me really feel rejuvenated. I just thank you for being there for all of the good times.
Well, let me stop you right there. Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you for being there with me no matter what. And we've been through it. You know, we've had good times, we've had bad times, but like I tell the world, Dr. Leroy Powell has held Pam Powell together through all kind of weather. So I just like to say to the viewers today that if it fits, you cannot quit. And that's what our motto is today. We are going to stick together, and we hope that we've been an example. And now, as we prepare to take our departure here and go on back and ride into the sunset, We just want to know that we love you here on the Pam Powell Show. Tell people about us right here. Tell people that we're for real, we're down to earth, we love them, and that on the Pam Powell Show, we keep it 100. We will be right back.
Wait, baby, you can't go yet. I have something for you.
Oh my goodness.
And can I have another kid?
Oh yes. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. And viewers, we love you too. Thank you. Be a P factor. Stay positive, passionate, persistent, patient, prayerful, powerful. You will be prosperous. And you'll experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat. But don't leave yet. There's one more thing coming up. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching the Pam Powell Show. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I have. With this show, it is designed to inspire our communities across the world with hope. And that's exactly what this show is doing. And that's exactly what this world needs with the things that are going on today. With Pam Powell, I had a chance to get to know her on a little personal level, with knowing how ambitious she was and how she didn't let any of her obstacles to hinder her from pursuing her goals. She's an author of 2 books, and I encourage you highly to take a look at those books on her website. In fact, you can go to www.pampowellempowers.com. There you can discover how you can book her for speaking engagements. She's also a branding expert, a motivational speaker, and she's also a talk show host, of course, as you see today. And if you're interested in being on her show, you can definitely be a guest on her show. Just go to her website, again, www.pampowellempowers.com. We hope to see you tune in again, same time, same place, next week on The Pam Powell Show. Be blessed.
Pam Powell is coming.
Yes, we gotta go. Pam Powell's coming.
Pam Powell's coming. Hold on.
Pam Powell's coming.
She's coming.
Pam Powell's coming.
Who's Pam Powell? I'm Pam Powell, the host of the new Pam Powell Show. Are you broke, busted, and disgusted? Have you robbed Peter to pay Paul and they both ran out of money? Have you been lied on, cheated on, hated on? Well, it's time to get it on. This book right here that I'm holding in my hand, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Any Obstacle, will change your life and allow you to experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat in any situation. You know, they tell us we're either going into a problem or coming out of one. Want to come out? Want to overcome obstacles? Want to win and experience the thrill of victory? Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get a copy of this book, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Obstacles, at www.pampowellempowers.com. Again, that's www.pampowellempowers.com, and it will change your life.
Be motivated and inspired as Pam Powell illustrates the power of the P factors. Start a new and wonderful life with the help of this amazing book. Order your copy of Pam Powell's book, The P Factor, today at www.pampowell.org. Pam Powell is also available for speaking engagements. Visit her website at pampowell.org.